a very quick tour of everything I'm growing, nearly everything I'm growing. This is my first go at Lysianthus. This is stock. This is, Florist Blue Ageratum, marigolds. So they've done really well. These are under my little lights, you know, my super cheap grow lights that really work. I'll post the link to that video below. Here's a cutting that wasn't doing very well till I put it under a light, and now it's got buds. And I told you my kiwi was also just a stick until I put it under these super cheap grow lights that really, really do work, as you can see being demonstrated here. What else have I got? This is my, Gomfrina, that one is. This one is, I can't remember what that one is. Dahlias from seed. What else have I got? I've pretty much planted everything on this bench. It's all gone out. They were mostly Canterbury bells. I've got some hollyhocks still to plant here, but I've noticed 2 still have rust. So I really got on the rust, and every time I saw it, I pinched off the leaf right down to the base and threw it away. And most of these now are rust free. They're obviously very small still because I keep pinching out the leaves, but hopefully I've saved them. Lots of winter sowing. These are mostly poppies, which are already germinating, and bells of Ireland, which are not. I know from experience now, the bells of Ireland do take much longer. They need to be actually warm. So here they are here. So that I'm not worried. When I first used to do them, I used to think I couldn't grow them, but all these pots are all to be arranged with different flowers. I've got the tulips coming up that I did in a previous video in the autumn. First daffodils showing through. My verbascum I'm going to dig up here. They're not thriving. And my foxgloves, because I think when I filled up this raised bed, there might be too many air pockets where I put all the twigs and the matter underneath the compost. I think there might be too many holes, so they're not thriving, so I'm going to dig those up because I don't want to waste them. That border I did in another video. These are my ranunculus, which I just did 2 videos back. I did find some more ranunculus that I bought and forgot that I bought like last year, so I've done those. I moved out some straggly snapdragons and moved those into pots, and then put my ranunculus here and use that space instead. That was the video I did where I cleaned up my roses and that area. And these are my 3 beds, and we had a bit of wind last night, hence why all these pots are over. But you can see my Shasta daisies, which I split in another video, have also taken. They're now rooting in and they're growing, so that's fantastic, because I had about 5 more plants. You can see here's another one here. They're all doing really well despite the brutal way I divided them. So I'm really pleased with that. My rose is now taking off. It's had a bit of a feed because it's been really warm these last couple of days here in the UK. It's been so balmy, it's like spring. I've got Sweet William. I've got all my Sweet Williams growing, potting up. I've got more to plant in here yet. And I'm repeating the borders. So obviously my alliums, I've been digging up where they're too many in a clump, and I've been spreading them equally around each of my new borders. I've got Canterbury bells. Some are planted, such as this one. Some I've still to do, and they're in various stages as well, so they should flower at various stages. Foxgloves there, more Canterbury bells, some honesty, some yarrow there, and that is valerian. I've still got some more valerian to pot up, more alliums again, more Canterbury bells, Sweet William again, some repeating the borders. And I'll show you my video about why I'm repeating the borders and where I got my inspiration. Actually, that was Small Hive Place. Here's some more Canterbury bells, yarrow, and I've got some more honesty over here and some hollyhocks to go out. Sweet peas have been sown. I didn't do the cloches this year because I had so many to do and I was really behind, so I hope I don't live to regret that. I may, but anyway, there you go. So there's the 3 borders inspired by Small Hive Place. I'll link that video below as well, where I'm repeating the flowering patterns of each border, And I'm spreading the alliums. Oh, and the forget-me-nots. I've got some verbascum there also. I've also done my Bistorta pink pokers. That one, I can't remember the name of that plant. It's like a little thistle. It's a British native wildflower. You can see I've got more valerian there to pot out, so they've got the repeating patterns. I'm also digging up clumps of forget-me-nots as and when I see them and repeating those throughout the garden. Same with columbine and granny's bonnets. More Canterbury bells, as you can see, more peonies. Some of the peonies I think I actually killed. I did have a peony bed here which has been incorporated into this long bed, so I don't know whether I might have accidentally dug some up. A hydrangea there. This contraption here is because I have a well which has a steel grate over it, so I can't continue the border here, so I'll have to have some sort of trailing plants or something to cover this. I can't really move it. I can't dispose of a well. I mean, I just can't. So put some vegetables there. I think I'm going to do some carrots in raised pots here, and maybe put my potato plant here. Then the pergola is going to go over my seating area, which is covered over there. And I've got to finish that hedge. I'm thinking about getting some chickens. I don't know. We have some rescue chickens that, hedge, sorry, yep, I'm getting sidetracked. Hedge there. Yeah, I'm thinking about getting some rescue chickens. I'll talk about that maybe in another video. But yeah, so there you go. There's the 3 borders, and I'll link the small hive video. There's some more. All those snapdragons have got to go in. These are the black cornflowers. They've got to go in. Delphiniums, they've all got to go in. You can see they're coming up now. Excited about those. It's going to be so much. Larkspur, delphiniums, gypsophilia, which are going to go amongst all the forget-me-nots and the saponaria. I think my cerinthy's dead. I've got some yarrow love parade as well. So yeah, lots going on. That's a very quick whistle-stop tour of the garden so far.